Right now, when it comes to SHIB, when it comes to really most of the market, we are in the calm before the storm. What exactly do I mean? Well, everything right now is pretty much flat. Some things are down slightly, some things are up slightly, except for stacks. Stacks, for whatever reason, is pumping about 13%. But in the charts, we're just not seeing a whole lot right now. When we look at SHIB, we're just kind of trading sideways. We're kind of range bound at this point, and that's okay. Right now, you can see that we're actually fighting our 80-hour moving average. SHIB has fought with this several times, and what I will note is, the several times that we fought with this, we've gotten a nice pop off of it. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But what I'm seeing on the BTC charts is actually sustainable growth. When I actually woke up this morning, BTC was above 70K. I was actually very surprised. And now it's pulled down to about 69.7. And this is what really truly sustainable growth looks like. Okay. We don't have this quick wick to the upside. It's just slow, steady marching upwards. Now, what I will say is we're still playing out into this trend. Now, it may look like it's broken, but what's kind of weird with BTC, and I thought this when I saw this, was we basically lost about 20 hours. All right. There was 5 bars, 20 hours on the 4-hour chart. That BTC was the most involatile I have really ever seen it. We essentially went sideways. We were range bound to basically $100 in terms of Bitcoin price. I've never seen it move that little up at these prices. And then finally, we're starting to get our break out here. Okay. Actually, if we were to move this over, you'd see we'd be kind of right on trend with this. Now, again, if you guys, aren't following me in my Patreon, I talked about this actually 3 days ago. We talked about this trend. We talked about this playing out, and we've been pretty much on par with this so far. And the market is just waiting. It seems like we're waiting forever, right? But we're waiting for BTC to make this move, to make this confirmation. Do we basically set a double top here at about 70K and retrace down? Do we bust through this and continue on this run that we're on? Those are the questions that the market has right now. That's why we're not really seeing this overall push yet. That's okay. All right. Waiting is okay, everyone. That's what people need to understand, especially for people new here. It was super exciting, obviously, when SHIB went on this super explosive run in a very short period of time. We did what, almost 400% move in 7 days. Okay. That doesn't always happen. You don't always get that move, but there are bigger moves that are coming for SHIB, for many other coins in the market, but we just need our sense of direction. We need our sense of direction from BTC. We need to see, really, are we going to we're already doing something different than what we've done in the past, but are we going to continue to do something different, or are we going to get into this time of retracement? Are we going to get into this time where pre-halving we begin to get our drop? All right. That's the questions that everybody has. Now, I will say, let's take a look here and see. So this is about in 2016, when in relation to the halving, we started dropping. This is what everybody needs to be watching right now. And it shows that late March, this is when this happens. Okay. This shows March 31st. It shows a drop towards the halving. I believe I have a couple other ones on here too. Here's 2012. We actually rallied into the halving on this one. You can see in 2020, we actually had the COVID crash, but then we rallied into the halving. So there's a mixed bag of data. We don't really know kind of what to expect here. Do we expect retracement? Most people do. We're in different times though. Institutional money is pushing the charts up. They're going to continue buying regardless. I don't expect that, we get close to the halving. If we start retracing, I don't expect them to say, hey, we're going to sell a bunch of Bitcoin. They're probably going to be buying and eating up a lot of the dips that we normally see. That's where we're in times of uncertainty. Okay. That's the biggest thing I can explain. Now, obviously that's more Bitcoin centric. That's more talking about Bitcoin directly, but then what do alts do? Alts typically follow Bitcoin. Alts, if we end up getting a retracement, I want to talk about this in a different SHIB video, but if we're somewhere up here, do we then come back down and test some of these levels, right? That's really the big question that everybody has. So it's all about patience. I know I talk about patience a bunch, but I'm someone that was able to talk about SHIB and discuss it basically from all the way back here, all the way through this time. We were very patient. We sat on our hands. We waited. We took advantage of opportunities. You can see this fire sale range. That's where I accumulated a huge amount of SHIB. And right now, again, it's all about just being patient and letting the charts play out. The best times in crypto are still ahead of us. This isn't it. This is, pre-major retail, pre-mass adoption, pre-halving, pre-alt season. We're before all these explosive times. So now we just have to watch what Bitcoin does, watch and see what our direction is going to look like. And then we can kind of, decide from there what's going to happen with SHIB. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.